Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to the 5,000 subscriber live stream. Feels like just yesterday I was celebrating 100 subscribers. Here we go. Got to give everybody a chance to get in here. What's up, Stevie? How you doing, man? Here's the word of the day from this book, Positive Thinking Every Day. What's good, JP? How you doing? Let's see, what day is today? August 2nd. To keep the magic of enthusiasm working for you, have an eye for the charm and romance of living and practice aliveness. Got a question. What's up? Oh yeah, JP, how's your channel going, man? You put some good content on there, bro. Dre, you got a question. What's up? How do you make scoring more points easy? I believe that scoring becomes easier the more you practice, you know? The more reps you get, the more experience you get, the easier the points come in the games. I believe preparedness makes scoring easier. Alright, JP, nice. Let's read a couple other, oh, thanks, Jay, I appreciate it. Let's read a couple other daily phrases or things to live by. This is for August 1st, so yesterday. We may live victoriously not because we have any power within ourselves, but because when we give ourselves to God, He gives Himself to us. This is the great key to humble self-confidence. How do you get your confidence up before games? I would recommend watching the videos on my channel. There's one that's called How to Actually Play Basketball with Confidence. That video will help you out a lot. Are tryouts coming up soon for anybody here? I've been hearing some people talk about it in the Discord and stuff. What's going on, Christopher Jackson? How you doing, bro? It's good to have you in here. Thomas Carter, what's going on, man? How you doing? Have I started school yet? Nah, man. School for me starts in September. Just not ready to get back to school. Yeah, I know the feeling. I'm just looking forward to my senior year, though. Shoot. I'm looking forward to basketball. Am I hard on my other teammates? You know what's interesting? I was just talking to actually my dad and my brother about this. I am a very competitive person, and I believe that sometimes I let that take control sometimes, and I get, you know, pretty angry at my teammates sometimes, and I have to dial it back because, we're on the same team, and I can't get mad at them for making a mistake or something because I make mistakes too. So I believe the right approach is to just be positive, lift everybody up, but trying to improve. Getting a lot of comments flowing in now. Gotta keep up. Hey, love you too, Christopher Jackson, man. Love you too, brother. Yeah, JP, bro. Good luck on getting to 10K, man. Am I Christian? Yes, I am. Christ is King. Hi, says Connect Pet does anything. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. It is indeed August now. Do you guys think the summer went by fast or slow? I should make day in the life vlogs. It's funny because I've thought about already making them because, I've had the thought, but I'm not sure how valuable they would be to you. Like my day is, I just tell you, like my day is, like usually in the middle of the week it'll be wake up, go to practice about 2 hours early, stay there, do the team practice, and then stay about an hour after or 2 hours after. Then I come home, rest, work on videos, and then that's really it. So it's pretty repetitive, What are my goals basketball-wise? I would love to score 1,000 points by the end of my senior year. I need 577 points in my senior year to get there. That's for individual, but for the team, which comes first, I would say I want to have the best record in our school's history, and I want to win, at least one of the rounds in the playoffs, man. Our school hasn't done that before, so yeah. I'm glad these videos help you, Christopher. Do you have any tips for me? I'm heading into sophomore season and I'm trying to make varsity. I think I have a shot. I'm a 6'5" center. What's your play style like? Are you a bruiser? Are you a stretch big? Like, what do you got? If you let me know that, then maybe I'd be able to help you. Do I have any offers? No, I do not. But hopefully, I can start to get some in my senior year. Can I react to your channel? Sorry, man, but I don't know how I would do that. I have my computer unplugged for a bit. I'm pretty athletic and good at getting rebounds and attacking the basket. Yeah, I mean, use what you're good at. Use those strengths. And I would say make sure you got your footwork right. Make sure that your finishing around the rim is consistent and play your role well. Where do I want to go to college? I don't know, man. It's all about. See, here's how I break it down, right? There's basically three criterias for it. It's the money, location, and playing time. I don't want to go to a Division I school if I'm going to ride the bench for like 2 or 3 years. Like, that would just suck. If it's too expensive, well, I'm not paying that. And the location, if it's like extremely far, I mean, I would make it work if everything else was in line and it was just far away, but, that plays a factor for sure. God is saving us from this crazy world. Amen. Yes, one day we'll all be in a better place, my friend. Where do I realistically think I can go to college? I don't know. I don't think that's, for me to really say. I've played against Division II basketball players. I've played against Division III basketball players, and I've definitely held my own for sure. But that was only in like 3v3 settings, and I've ran fives with them a couple times, but not many times. But every single time I've done really well against them. Of course, I was the shortest one there as well, which is kind of funny. I've done really well, but to say that, I think I can go to this level of play, I've never played there yet, so I couldn't tell you. But what I will say is that for the level that I have played at, I've done pretty well. Any tips for upcoming freshmen? I would say this is something that I did. Don't let the older guys push you around too much, all right? Like, if they're trying to steal reps from you when you're in line or something, like, actually speak up. Use your voice. Say, hey, yo, nah. Like, don't steal my reps. Like, be there with confidence. Use your voice. Speak with your chest. And don't let people take your reps. That's my best advice. Can you still play college if you play in a bad high school with no comp? Depends. I think I was given some of the best advice from my mom actually when I was talking about college, and she said to me, "Look, Mark, if you average 30 points per game, colleges can't ignore you, no matter what level of competition you're playing at." What's up, Nick? I'm a hooper for real. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. When you are on the court, do you allow your confidence to come from you or from God? Because I'm not sure whether I should be confident in myself to make a shot, for example, or allow all my confidence to be God. That's a good question, but what I would say is I believe that God has given me the abilities to do what I can do, and I glorify God with all my successes. So all my success is from God. So if I were to accept an award, I wouldn't be thanking myself. I'll be thanking God. But I believe that the confidence comes from the work that I've put in and, the abilities that God has given me, the God-given talents that God has given me through hard work. So I guess I just have confidence in both. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but my dog just went ballistic at something. I should start a Twitch. Maybe I should. Any tips to not get tired fast in practice or game? Yeah, run around your neighborhood for endurance. That's what I did when I was younger. And my runs would be, it was 3.6 miles in total. I timed myself the one time. I tried to get below 20 minutes. I think I got like 18 minutes. I don't know if that's good or bad according to like track meet guys or anything, but yeah. Anything I do to prep before a game? Yeah, I like to get my form shooting in, That's like 100 shots around the basket. I've showed you guys my form shooting in the ultimate shooting workout video for the summer. I like to get some form shooting in and stretch out, just stay loose, and I don't know. I have fun before games, but There's some games when I'm just fully locked in. There's some games where I'm just loose having fun. It depends on the situation. For AAU, it was usually more loose and having fun, but for regular season, I'm usually more locked in. And debating which one I play better with, I think I play well with both. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Hey Mark, when I dribble, I tend to dribble in place. What are some dribble practices I could do to improve movement? Dynamic dribbling. Instead of dribbling in place, do the same moves while moving. So, for example, instead of doing 100 crossovers in place, go up and back the court while doing crossovers. Simple as that. Hey Mark, I'm a big man and I get no points. How do I score more? Become consistent with finishing around the rim. I think that's the best advice I could give you. In your individual workouts, practice layups constantly. Practice finishing through contact constantly. I have a 3v3 tournament next weekend, and I have younger teammates with not much experience, and we are playing 8th to 9th grade division. Any tips? They are in 7th and 8th. Any tips? Have fun. It's not always about the age that matters in basketball. It's more so, skill and how confident you are on the basketball court. Do microfractures actually help you to grow taller? Just wondering. I couldn't tell you. I've never had a microfracture. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. What do you do in a time when you keep struggling to score and work really hard, but when the time comes you feel restricted while playing? I think something that would help you is watching the video on my channel. It's titled How to Cure Stiffness in Basketball. I go over how to reduce that tenseness feeling in games and how to start playing loose again. There's some YouTubers on YouTube who troll people. Why is that? I don't know. Some people just troll. I couldn't tell you why everybody does what they does. I'm not saying what I do is perfect or what they do is wrong, but there's, some people that are just mean-spirited, Am I planning on gaining weight to have a college body for basketball? I'm also really short, and I started bulking and getting stronger. My trainer preaches I'll be eaten alive against grown men. Yes, actually. Going into this off-season, I weighed 145 pounds, and I've gained 10 pounds since then, so that's over the course of about 3 months. So I'm about 155. I'm trying to get to 165 by the start of the regular season, so then I'm going to start just having my playing weight be about 160 to 165. So yes, I'm trying to get that college, body, so I'm not getting eaten alive on the court too. Any tips for when you play against a 2-3 zone? Tomorrow we are playing this team with a 6'4" big, so should I just be shooting threes or driving? Take what the defense gives you. The best, you know what? That's an excellent question, actually. I'm going to go to the whiteboard because, all right, y'all. Coach Mark is in the building. Get ready. Hold on. Are y'all ready for this? I know y'all are not ready for Coach Mark to enter the building. Hold up. Oh, speaking of which, have any of y'all seen the Netflix documentaries of the coach's rules for life? I saw the Doc Rivers one, and that was good. The other ones were not as good, in my opinion. What were your guys' thoughts on it, if any of you have seen them? All right. Okay, by the way, gain 10 pounds of muscle. That was one of my goals. All right, so Coach Mark in the building. All right. I know it's going to look like Picasso, so, All right, boom, that's Picasso right there. All right, so here's the defense in a 2-3 zone. All right. I could probably put that higher. Oh, my goodness, this is atrocious. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh yeah, that's how we do it. Oh yeah. All right, cool. So that's our 2-3. All right. Can y'all see that clearly? Should I zoom the camera in more, or is that good? let me know. Can y'all see the whiteboard okay? Just let me know. All good. Okay, cool. So, this is the 2-3 zone. I'm going to move this guy back. All right. As a guard, when you recognize the 2-3 zone, your instant reaction should be to split the difference, okay? So, if you were to split the difference of a 2-3, what would that look like? Well, that could be a 1-3-1, because there's 2 defenders up here on this line, and there's 3 offensive players on that same line. So that's splitting the difference. And the way to beat a 2-3 zone, or any kind of zone oftentimes, is, say it with me, get it to the middle. So, let's say you're the guard, okay? And you get the ball over to the wing. You know what's going to happen when the ball shifts over to the wing is this guy is going to guard this guy and everybody else is going to shift, right? We know that, right? So, the goal to break this 2-3 should be to get it to the middle. Because once the ball gets to the middle, everything breaks down because these guys got to collapse. This guy has to pop up, right? It's nuts. I should probably move this offensive guy to the dunker spot. So you split the difference, get the ball to the middle. That's how you beat a 2-3 zone. And you can shoot them out of the 2-3 zone by just hitting out all your threes. So that always helps. But I hope that was a good enough explanation for you. I wonder if I'll be a coach someday. All right. Keep the questions coming. I'm right here. I'm gonna have to respond to some of the questions that I missed from earlier. Let's see. Tutorial, how to lock in. I'm not sure what that really means. Are you saying like how to get in the zone? Watch the video. It's on my channel called Train Your Mind to Become a Better Basketball Player. I believe that's the video. How to be more consistent with shooting. Shoot more in practice. We have rain today. How's your weather? It was pretty cloudy for me today. Actually, no. It was sunny. It was actually sunny out. What's up, Rio? Lance, tips for how to realistically go D1 as a 5'8 guard. I'm entering into my sophomore year. Work really hard. Outwork everybody else. I couldn't give you the perfect cookie cutter template because I haven't reached D1 yet, you know. So I would be just lying to you if I said, oh, I know the perfect way to get there. Just work hard and have faith, you know. It is so great to catch you. Got you. Hey, thank you, bro. You'll grow to a very big channel. I wish you the best for your future endeavors, and God bless. I'm going to go watch that video. All right, God bless, bro. Mark, you need to you need to add Super Chat to your live chat. Yeah. Super Chat's the thing where you get paid, right? Yeah. My monetization on YouTube has been annoying me. It keeps like saying, "Oh, you're it's not gonna work. No, we're not gonna give you money." So I'm just gonna wait till I'm 18, so then they don't give me any more problems. Hype Edits is in here. Thanks, I appreciate the congrats. 1 in, 4 out also beats the 2-3 zone. Yep. My guide hand fingers point forward when I shoot. Is that normal? I mean, that's not the fundamental. You know what? I'll tell you this right now. There's going to be a video coming out on my channel soon. I'm very proud of this video. It's been a couple months in the making. It's a full shooting principles video. Like, what's the name of the video again? I had the title. I forget it now. But yeah, you'll see it. The thumbnail is like Stephen Curry, and in that video, I had a Google sheet. I had like a bunch of reference videos. And then I had the principles that I found from my research, and I put that all into one video. I'm very proud of that video. So that video will come out, and you'll get some information with that on the correct ways to shoot and all that. What's going on, Cooper? Any tips for me? I'm the best player on my team, and everybody else is not good. I get double teamed and triple teamed every time I get the ball. If it's possible, I would recommend focusing on getting your teammates more into the game by maybe just inviting them to practices with you. Like, hey, guys, I'm going to show up to practice early tomorrow. You guys are welcome to come with me, right? Little things like that to get the guys in the gym more. And in the games, that's tough, but I think all that you can really control is how hard you work. And Kobe Bryant used to always say, whenever he got double teamed, he used to say to the other guys, you got to send another. So get to that point where you're so good that you can fight through those double teams and triple teams, you know. But try to get your other teammates involved as best as you can. What's my favorite play? I love just having a high ball screen. That's my favorite play. It's simple, but there's so many different reads you can make off of it, and it really puts all the pressure on the ball handler. How's the weather today for me? It was pretty sunny. For all the non-ball knowers in the chat, very simple to beat 2-3. Big man goes high post, 1 guard up, high 2 on the wings, 1 in the opposite corner. Big man gets the ball at the corner, man slips. Yeah. Honestly, during the regular season for me, I was usually the corner man, and whenever we had to beat the 2-3 zone, I didn't even slip. I was just getting wide open corner threes too. I would actually be on the wing, and I would just slide down as soon as the ball went towards the middle, and I was wide open. So, tips for cardio. All right, I should make a video on this, but it's simple, so I don't think I can make a video on it because it will just take me 10 seconds to explain. All right, endurance. Run around your neighborhood, all right? Get long distance running in. And if you want to increase your speed, sprints. Run up and back in your backyard or your front yard or something. Run around your neighborhood, but sprint up and back, right? That's really all you need. Where do I release my jump shot? Right here. So I guess like you're asking, like, do I release it like at my eyes or above my head? I think it's just right here. So boom. Wait, no, it's right here. Catch here. It's like right. You know, you can see it. I guess it's like right above my head. Any tips for bigs? Be in good communication with your guards, and if there's something that you notice that they're not seeing, let them know. Like if you're saying, hey man, I'm wide open on the slip, hit me on the slip, like let them know. 'Cause sometimes guards just get tunnel vision and they are dumb. I remember you saying you've seen Tucker Richardson's YouTube. How long have you been watching him? You know, Tucker Richardson was one of the reasons why I started this channel. Of course, there's many other reasons, but he kind of inspired me. I think I started watching him, I don't know. When did I start my channel? I started my channel back in October, so maybe around there. How do you consistently get double-digit points? A lot of practice. Any tips for guide hand getting in the way a lot? Try to keep your hand on the side of the ball. Once again, that video I have coming out about the principles of shooting will help out a lot of you. Did I play on the basketball team in middle school? I did not until 8th grade, and in 8th grade, we had COVID, so we only got 4 games. So it was fun. But during my middle school years, I was playing travel basketball, so I didn't really want to play for the school. Looking back, I probably should have anyway, but whatever. I didn't have a 7th grade, so I couldn't have played in 7th grade anyway. Crazy to think COVID was what, 4 years ago? Insanity. What do you think coaches look for when going to tryouts? I'm in Australia, so our style of play is mostly team-based. I actually love watching EuroLeague basketball and basketball overseas because of how team-based it is. Like, the NBA is so isolation-based. I love that change of pace overseas. What should you do for coaches? I would say play the style of play that they want you to play, right? If they're very team-oriented, try your best to set up other guys, and if you're open, score, Don't overthink it. Play your game and just have fun out there, all right? Because you got to trust in your abilities. If you've worked hard for this, if you're prepared, you won't have any problems. Did I ever play for a good team but a bad coach? I played for bad teams with bad coaches. I played for bad teams with good coaches, and I played for good teams with good coaches. I wouldn't say I played on a good team with a bad coach. I feel like it's tough for that to happen because the team usually follows the coach's lead, Less dribbling, more passing, kind of, yeah. Your brother, you're my best friend, too, someone that I can look up to. Hey, man, I appreciate that, bro. I'm not sure what my team is going to look like this season, but it should be pretty good. I'm very ball dominant, so how should I use that also from Australia? I believe Ben Simmons was from Australia, wasn't he? So when you look at Ben Simmons' game, he was a ball dominant player, but he moved the ball around so well, so that helped out with that. But your play style, it could create for everybody else. Even though you're a ball dominant player, yeah, you can bring the ball up the court, get a screen, come around it, and draw everybody in, but then you could kick out for a wide open man, You have 2 sisters? Nice, Christopher. How long should you play basketball each day to improve? I don't think you're asking the right question there, not to sound rude or anything. I think that's the wrong way to look at it because I used to look at it that way as well. Instead of asking how long should I play, you should ask yourself, how do I get the most efficient workouts the most? Instead of working out for 2 hours per day and it's kind of just a, mediocre workout, why not have 2 1-hour workouts that you go hard in all the way, and it'll actually help you out more. Is it just me or am I stuttering like crazy today? Okay, I guess I answered your question as well, Michael. How much time should I put into the extra stuff? I'll tell you my routine. So 6 days out of the week is basketball. and that could range from 1 workout to 3 workouts per day. It's usually 2 or 3. So that's 2 or 3 basketball workouts per day, 6 days a week, and 3 days a week is weightlifting. So that's what I do. What's up, Alex? One of my sisters is married. Nice, man. Are you the middle child or the youngest? What are you? Hi, Mark. I love you. Hey, man. I love you too, bro. I appreciate that. What exercises should I do without weightlifting equipment? Push-ups, sit-ups, crunches. One thing that I used to do was, well, actually, if I don't know if Nick is still in the chat, he probably left, but he knows it. I was trying to get a 6-pack. I got pretty close. I got like a 4-pack at one point. This was before my bulk, and I used to do 100 crunches directly into 100 Russian twists directly into a 4-minute plank. That was my ab workout for the time being. And then I also did push-ups a lot. I did there was a point in time where I did 100 push-ups a day. I think squats are helpful. I like to do deep squats just for stretching the muscles, like my hamstrings, and quads. But I feel like I don't get much benefit from just normal squats. Actually, if you've ever heard of barn burners, that's something that our coach does it's usually a punishment. It consists of 25 squats, 25 reverse lunges, 25 squat jumps, and 25 jump lunges. And he would make us do 5 sets of that. It's crazy. You really feel the burn when you do barn burners. What do you do when you're playing against guys that are significantly bigger than you? How do you come out of a losing streak, and how do you use your mind during the game? In our regular season last year, my junior year, we actually went into a 7 or 8 game losing streak in the middle of the season. And we had a lot of youth on our team. There was a lot of inexperience, which, you could attribute that to, but I have no excuses. We were just losing games. So to get out of a losing streak, you got to get your team on the same page, and you guys got to will yourselves out of that rut. Now, what was the other part of that question? I got to go back. What do you do when playing against guys that are significantly bigger than you? Oftentimes, playing against guys that are bigger than me, that also means that I can be more crafty and use my speed, and especially my shooting. Something that I've learned in my many years of playing against guys that are just much bigger and stronger than me is to not go up in the air and then get the contact. Try to initiate the contact myself and then go up. I've talked about that in how I scored 410 points in my junior year, and then how I scored 16 points per game as a junior. I talked about in those videos. I think that I talked about in other videos as well, but those are the two all off the top of my head. My main problem last season was being super light frame, 5'11" and 110 pounds. I don't seem to really be able to gain a lot of weight. Any tips on how to handle being lighter on the court? Use your shooting, because if you're not going to be able to be a bruiser, use your speed, use your shooting, use the strengths that you do have. Also, for gaining weight, I don't know what your situation is, because I struggled to gain weight as well at one point, and that was because I was against a dirty bulk. I'm not a doctor, so don't take this as medical advice, but I was completely against a dirty bulk. I didn't want to do it. I was like, no, that's unhealthy. So I only ate clean. I'm talking just clean, no sugar, but I didn't gain any weight. I was actually losing weight. So once I went on the dirty bulk, I actually started to gain the weight because my metabolism just goes really fast. Now, whether or not this is the perfect way to go about it, I don't know, but it's been working for me, so. What is a good height for middle school and high school? Depends on what position you're playing, What's up, Mark? Congrats on 5K. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, man. What's up, Tech? can I make JV at 6'1"? It's not about what I think, it's about what you think, my friend. Once again, the weight and height for middle school and high school, it all depends on a lot of different variables. How Alex says, hi, I'm 12. I practice 6 to 7 hours a day, do plyo, take 500 shots a day, run 30 minutes, do 30 minutes dribbling, then 1 hour dribbling into finishing almost every day. You think I can make U14 rep team? Well, based on how much work you put in, yes. If that work is efficient, if you're not just going through the motions in your 6 to 7 hours a day of training, yes. I just hope that the workouts you're doing are efficient. And I also hope that you're just having fun because, all the love from Australia. Height and weight for a small forward shooting guard. Depends on the level. Depends on if you're playing college, NBA, middle school, high school. But they are. Thanks. Yeah, bro. Dude, you're going to be cooking, man. You got to let me know, come back to, one of my videos in, 3 years and let me know, when you're a 5-star recruit or something, all right? A good height for a shooting guard or small forward in middle school to high school. I guess the ideal height would be maybe 6 foot. Am I looking to play college basketball? Yes, I am. Who here can spin a ball on their finger? I saw a video of the USA basketball team, and some of those guys weren't even able to. I was shocked. I think Stephen Curry can't spin a basketball on his finger, which is surprising. So, hey, that's something I have a one-up on Steph Curry. It's the one thing. Boom. I wish I could get to the point where I could just spin the basketball onto somebody else's finger. That would be sick. Like the Harlem Globetrotters, But this is all I got right now. I wonder if I could spin it on my pinky. Ah! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ah. By the way, huge fan of your content. I just started watching you a couple of months, and I'm really impressed with your content. Keep it up. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that, bro. Is basketball my main sport? Yeah. Basketball is the only sport I play. I play it all year round. When did I start taking basketball to another level? I would say the transformation really came in my sophomore year to my junior year, that transformation, where I went from scoring 13 points on varsity, getting really no playing time, just garbage minutes, to my junior year, where I scored 410. So that's a pretty big jump. What was the highlight of my journey when it comes to basketball? I would say there's a lot. I couldn't exactly pick one, but I would say a few would be the first time I beat my dad in a 1v1. And my dad is probably, I don't know if he's more competitive than me. We're both very competitive. Look at me, I'm competing on who's more competitive. We're both very competitive, so he gives it his all. So the first time I beat my dad in a 1v1. The first time I beat my brother, my older brother, y'all have seen him, Jimmy, in a 1v1. My buzzer beater as a sophomore when I was getting barely any playing time. That buzzer beater was amazing. The buzzer beater last season, making first team all conference, MVP, being named captain of my team. Yeah, there's a lot of highlights. Good question. How do you become a better shooter? Repetition, repetition, repetition. Congrats on 5K, bro. I'm transitioning to public school this year. I'm going into my sophomore year of high school. You got any tips? Because I feel I struggle with ball handling and confidence. All right, well, I got 2 recommendations for you. So, the first one for your ball handling, look up on my channel. I have a ball handling workout. Yeah, I did it like with you, so you can just follow along with that video. Also, for confidence, there's a video on my channel titled How to Actually Play Basketball with Confidence. And if you're talking about confidence outside of basketball, there's a video on my channel. You might have to go through like the archives, but it's called Break Out of Your Shell Now. So I hope that helps. Have I ever scored a game winner? I've scored 2 game winners. I was given 2 opportunities to score a game winner, and I somehow hit both of them. Do you think I should do AAU, and do you have any tips for AAU? I thought that AAU was fun, for sure. I think that it's like the best option we have, but the reason why I think it's the best option we have is because there's not many other options. So, any tips for making a basketball team tryout and tips for overthinking about unnecessary things when playing basketball or just in general? So, Alex, my recommendation for you is to watch the first video I ever posted on this channel, which is titled How to Impress Coaches at Tryouts. And how to prevent overthinking. Take a deep breath and trust in your abilities. Easier said than done, but the more work you put in, the more prepared you will feel, and the more prepared you will feel, the more confidence you will have. At what time of the game, when you got a buzzer beater, at what time of the game when you got a buzzer beater, did you realize I'm him? Shoot. I think for the first one I had in my sophomore year, the moment I realized I was him was way after it happened. Because when I shot the ball, like, I remember being in the huddle and my coach drew up the play for me. I was just like, oh yeah, like I'm hitting this shot. I just knew, yeah, I'm hitting this. I got ice in my veins. I'm hitting this. And then the play was messed up. We messed up the play, but I still called it on the corner. Double teamed. I said, all right, I'm just going to shoot it. And it banked in, bro. I saw the trajectory of the ball. I was like, oh, no, I missed it. But then I kept watching, and it just rolled in. I was in shock. But, I kept my cool in that moment because there was like 2 seconds left on the clock. And then they, passed it in. And he just chucked it full court, but it was not even close. So I was at like half court, and I just fist pumped. I was like, yeah! Then everybody stormed the court. I think the moment like it actually hit off the backboard and rolled in, I was like, oh yeah, that was a great moment. And then for the second one, it's crazy because the second one, the whole time, the other team knew the ball was going to me. So the guy that was guarding me, we were in the opposite corner of the corner that I hit the buzzer beater. So we were in the opposite corner, and this kid looks over to the ref who's right behind us, and he goes, hey ref, watch the push off. And the ref looks at me and goes, oh yeah, kid, don't push off. I was just like, all right, man. So we get the ball in. The ball gets loose. It goes into the backcourt. My point guard runs to it, picks it up, and he starts dribbling back down the court. And as that's going on, I'm running the play as usual, and everybody else somehow manages to, stop the scramble, and we set up the play perfectly. And my big man gave me a perfect screen on the block to run around it to get to the corner. And my point guard gives me a beautiful pass right to the corner. This kid is all up in my grill. His hand is right in my face. And I just fade away. Like, it was like a weird release, but it's crazy because I knew it was going in because I've practiced that shot so many times. So my normal shot is like, of course, it's like this if I was fading away, right? But this one was more of like a flick. It was like that because I didn't have time because he was about to block it, so I just went here, and I just knew it was going in from the moment I released it. And Oh my gosh, the court that we were on had bleachers on both sides. You know, it was a very large gym, and I just remember there was people behind me that were, you know, fans of the other team, and I just heard somebody go, "Oh no." And then it goes in, and I'm trying to play it cool, like, oh yeah, I do this, and I didn't celebrate. Looking back, I wish I did, but I just stayed calm, ran to the middle of the court where I just got swarmed. You know, just tried to keep my cool, didn't say anything to anybody. And bro, when we got in the locker room, everybody was going nuts. I was getting like punched in the chest so many times, I thought I was about to just collapse, bro. But yeah, I was like almost crying in that moment, bro. That was such a great moment, man. And then I got interviewed right after for some article. Yeah, good times. What's my career high? My career high for AAU is 35, and my career high for regular season, like high school ball, is 30. Congrats on 5K subs. Oh, thank you, man. Yo, last stream I was able to check into was the 4K stream. Good work, man. 5K is a big deal. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate you for the advice. I remember when you had 600 subs. Damn, you've been here for a while, bro. The people in the 4K stream were getting a little bit wild. Oh, yeah. Gotta love my supporters. How's my basketball career going? Great, man. Last season, the game was tied, and my teammate threw up a hook shot from the three-point line over two people at the buzzer, and it banged in. Damn. I'm a new viewer, but I've been wondering, what do you aim for when you shoot? I used to go by the hooks on the rim, you know, where the net connects to the rim, but now I just aim for getting the ball right over that front rim. That's like a mantra I say to myself, right over that front rim. How old am I? I'm 17, so I'll be turning 18 in November. Have I ever had a coach that didn't let you do much, and then when you got in the game, you did something crazy and proved the coach wrong or something? I've had coaches that didn't let me do much, and then I would get in the game and make one mistake, and then I was just subbed out immediately. That's happened many times. Done something crazy, and that's what kept me in. No, because that's usually seen as being too fancy, so then that would usually lead me to getting subbed out. But there's been times where I'll get in the game when usually I don't, and I do something like I make a shot, or, you know, I'm efficient, and they keep me in a bit longer, but nothing too crazy. Am I from Maine? I don't know. The world may never know. I love it whenever somebody asks me, hey, what state are you from? I just go, one of them. What song do you have playing when you hoop? Mine right now is Hate Me by Ian and Yachty. I don't really listen to music much when I hoop. I just ball. I don't know. How can I improve my confidence for basketball? I would recommend watching the video on my channel titled How to Actually Play Basketball with Confidence. How do y'all hold the basketball when you shoot? Do y'all have the gap between the palm and the hand, or do you just shoot like this? I've tried to aim before, but I always shoot worse, so I switched to just shooting without really thinking. Should I try to aim or just do what works for me? Do what works for you, you know? Don't worry about all the perfect fundamentals and having a perfect shot. If it goes in, it goes in. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. No gap, yeah. I don't like having a gap between my palm and the ball. I remember I used to get told that when I was younger, you know? in that video I have coming up that I'm really proud of, that may be part of the discussion. Dude, that video, honestly, like if I'm being real, out of all the videos that I've made so far, I feel like that video has the most potential to go viral. But you never know with the YouTube algorithm. Did I play for an AAU team? I did. I don't really know how to play basketball, but I'm good. Okay. Has there ever been someone you tried to impress watching your game? How did you deal with the pressure, if so? Yeah. I mean, especially when I was more immature, you know. Like you see a pretty girl in the stands or something, you might be thinking something, to yourself, but like a Jordan Poole type thing. But but as I've gotten older, nah, I don't play for anybody other than myself, and give all glory to God. So, not really. 5K people is literally a third an NBA stadium. Crazy stuff, man. Whew. When you put it that way, yeah, that is pretty wild, man. Something that I used to say to myself when I was first starting YouTube, when I would get like 12 views on the video or something, was I would imagine myself talking to a classroom, and 12 people came to my lesson every day. That's insane, So, yeah, those little analogies have always been really cool to me. What was your motivation to take the jump shot from not scoring much to 410 points? I think my motivation was just that I loved the game of basketball, and I was tired of letting my childhood dreams just turn to crap, Because I've always worked hard, don't get me wrong, but I was just so frustrated, and I said, all right, I got to make a change. Like, something I'm doing is wrong. Maybe I'm working hard, but I'm not working smart. So that's when I changed everything, and I just focused on my jump shot, and here we are. My coach, my trainer, he doesn't give compliments out much at all, but he actually said to me the other day, he said, Mark, you are actually the best shooter I've ever trained. And I was just like, and then he made sure to say, but everybody else is more athletic than you. I was like, all right, coach. Bro, I've been in a shooting slump for 2 weeks. I've airballed all my shots in game, but in practice, I'm literally the best shooter. So you're a practice monster and a game bed crapper. Nah, I'm messing with you. Yeah, we all have shooting slumps, man, but the way to get out of a shooting slump, you're going to hate to hear this, but the way to get out of a shooting slump is to shoot. I used to say to myself whenever I would get in a shooting slump is, okay, I'm 2,000 shots out. So that means I have to input 2,000 shots